Hi, I'm Eben Pagan. I'm going to show you how I sold $100 million worth of information products in just the past 9 years. You are going to learn how people all over the world are starting and succeeding as what I call the new educators by writing and publishing ebooks, creating video programs, making membership sites, and giving advice and coaching. And I'm going to give you the opportunity to get access to a special training program that will teach you how to publish and market your own information products, your own advice, and your own coaching online. I started my current information product marketing business in my bedroom just over 9 years ago at my computer. I was unemployed. I had never built a website before. I had never had an email list. I had never done any kind of online marketing before. And I built my business literally from scratch, right? Just me at a computer. And when you combine the sales of all of my business over the last 9 years, we've sold over $100 million worth of information products. Now, I've got a question for you. What's the number one obstacle that prevents people from succeeding financially and in their business? It's taken me a long time to figure this out, but I think that the number one obstacle is trying to make money in the past. Trying to make money in the past. So what do I mean by this? People pay money for things that they think are valuable. That's the way it works, and that's the way it has always worked. And right now, what people value and what they pay money for is changing, and it's changing fast. It used to be that people valued food above all, right? Back in the beginning when we were running around trying to find our next meal. Then we valued land, we wanted property. And more recently, we value possessions, we want to own lots of stuff. But now things are changing. Now it's knowledge that we want, and it's knowledge that we pay for. And it's quality of life that we want, and quality of life that we pay for. In the professional world, we're becoming what Peter Drucker, the great management guru, called a knowledge society, where knowledge, learning, experiences, entertainment are worth more to us than possessions, and where we'll pay more for these things than ever before. The information business is now a multi-$100 billion per year industry, right? Which we'll learn more about in a minute. As the things that are valuable change, and as the things that people are willing to pay money for change, the thing that you need to do to make money changes. Does that make sense to you? If you try to do what used to work to make money, then you're literally trying to make money in the past. And that doesn't work. You can't make money in the past. Okay, you could make the best CDs in the world, but with the iTunes store now the #1 music retailer in America, and CD stores closing everywhere, you've probably seen them, right? Because things have changed. You can see how trying to make money in the past will cause you to fail every time. And look at the other side of the coin. Look at all the fastest made billionaires that we're seeing, right? It started with guys like Bill Gates and Michael Dell from Microsoft and Dell Computers. And then more recently we had the Google guys who are now worth $15 or $20 billion each. And then we've got Mark Zuckerberg, right, the guy that started Facebook, right, who's now a multi-billionaire. And we've got other guys like the guys who started Yahoo, the founder of eBay, and the list goes on and on. So what do they all have in common? They all did new stuff to make money. They're not getting rich doing things that existed in the past. They're doing new things. And as I've reflected on the dozens of people that I know who are self-made millionaires and those that are financially comfortable and doing what they love on their own time, they're almost all doing new stuff. Almost every single one of them. But this is really hard to get through to a person who doesn't like change and who isn't interested in hearing that what used to work to make money doesn't work anymore. And in fact, that what must be done now and in the future to make money is new. So what is the new way that money is being made right now? What is the big opportunity? So I mentioned people like Bill Gates and the Google guys and others who you've obviously heard of. But what about John Sperling? Have you ever heard of him? How about this? Have you ever heard of the University of Phoenix? Right? Probably so. Well, John Sperling is the guy who started it. Any idea how he's doing with the biggest online education business in the world? Something like 500,000 students, and he's personally worth something like $3 billion. And other online education, information, and advice businesses are also doing very well. I know of many that are selling for millions to tens of millions of dollars and more, and this trend is just picking up speed. So while everyone is walking around with their heads down, complaining about the economy and the stock market and the job market, a lot of people are buying billions and billions of dollars worth of a new type of product and service that didn't even exist until recently. And if you want to succeed in the economy that's coming in the future, and I intend to live the rest of my life in the future, by the way, I don't know about you, then I suggest that you consider where things are going and not where they've been. You've probably heard the quote from Wayne Gretzky, the great one, the famous hockey player, right? He says that he goes where the puck is going, right? Not where it's been. Things like building cars in Detroit isn't a good business to be in anymore. Right? Starting airlines and owning airline stocks, right? That's probably not going to be a good idea anytime soon either. Even investing in things like stocks and real estate, for that matter, right? They're very shaky, at least while the market is so volatile. And since many administrative and physical labor jobs, all this manual labor stuff are being outsourced and they're drying up, right? That whole market is going away as well. So let's talk about the new reality. I interviewed best-selling author Harvey Mackay recently. He's the author of that famous book, Swim with the Sharks Without Being Eaten Alive. He mentioned a statistic from the U.S. Department of Labor that I can't stop thinking about. He said that today's average college graduate will have at least 3 to 5 career changes in their lifetime and 10 to 14 different job changes by age 38. 3 to 5 careers and 10 to 14 job changes just by age 38. So what this means is that more change is coming in the future, and if you're not positioned to earn money on your terms, then you can plan to be changing jobs and careers a lot and not having a lot of security, like most of the people in the world are experiencing right now. And I'm sure by now you can guess what I think is a good business to be in the future. Exactly. The information product or coaching business, some of the fastest growing home-based business categories in the world. So what's my point? My point is that information, training, online education, and other knowledge work and education is the future of business and work. I'll give you more details in a minute, but for now, pay attention to the direction things are going here. If you want to follow the money, follow the information. Especially information and education that helps people. The biggest online product launches of information products in history are happening right now in the middle of all of this economic worry, and that's where you want to be if you want to do what makes money in the future, not in the past. Creating stuff that people are buying now and in the future, not things that they bought in the past, is the road to success. I'll say it again, you can't make money in the past. And if you try to, you'll only make less and less money in the future.